So the official Dragon Ball Super website has updated with an interview with Vegeta, the voice of Vegeta, since all the way back in 1989, Ryo Horikawa, and he talks about the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie and sort of like the visuals behind it. And the more I hear these actors talking about like the visuals, the fight scenes, the story, the more that I want to see the movie. Now, obviously, there have been spoilers that have gone up for the film all week. They're everywhere. So we're not going to go into detail on that in this video at all. But I do want to say that I have actually interviewed this man myself. I have several actually, 2 interviews with Ryo Horikawa, and I will be posting one of them very, very soon when I get my hands on it from Kamehacon 1. There's a panel I did called One-on-One with Ryo Horikawa, and I interviewed him, and it was great. Asked him a bunch of great questions. I'll be posting that one very, very, very soon here on the channel. Also, he is coming back to Kamehacon 2. He's listed, he's booked, along with Tiffany Vollmer, Linda Young, Vic Mignogna, the star of the Broly film, some Latin American voice actors, some new talent, and there's more being added. Kamehacon.com. Tickets are on sale now. The event will be April 12th to the 14th in Dallas, Texas. The second ever Kamehacon Dragon Ball themed event. And of course, your boy is still hosting the event along with, and I'll be done with the plug in a minute. Barack Obama will be there, Danny Fernandez, Daquan, Prince Vegeta, SSJ9K, and more announcements coming. There's going to be tons of announcements coming for who's going to be there. So check out Kamehacon 2. Be there. You won't believe that roster when we get it finalized. So Horikawa talks about the movie's fight scenes in this interview, talks about how they're very fast-paced, and it was hard to tell if Vegeta was throwing the punch or if he was receiving the punch. And Nozawa also complained about this too at some point. And they talk about how there's a lot of fighting in the film, but there's also more personal moments, talking about that, there's people who are vulnerable and kind that you wouldn't think that they are. And they talk about, there's a question about what Vegeta would think of the arrival of the new Saiyan, of Broly, and that's kind of the story about how he reacts to the fact there's another Saiyan out there besides, him, and obviously Tarble, and of course Nappa and Raditz, who are no longer with us, literally. Horikawa says that the Dragon Ball cast has fantastic teamwork. Whenever a voice actor for a new character joins the group, they're usually nervous, but Nozawa will go talk to him to break the ice. The teamwork and atmosphere Nozawa has fostered is passed down to the next generation. So all the new actors working on the show get the Nozawa hug, and that is so awesome. And I met this guy, I hung out with this dude for quite some time, and he's such a nice, humble guy. And wacky. He's a very wacky and a very funny guy. I can't wait to show the interview, yo. I think you'll like it. But anyways, he talks about how when he first joined the Dragon Ball cast, he was nervous, but he was very gung-ho from the word go, and he said that he thought Vegeta was going to be killed and defeated in 4 episodes and never come back, which is funny because I remember him saying that at Kamehacon. He said that, he thought Vegeta was not going to be... He thought Vegeta, think about this, was not going to be around. That Goku was going to beat him and they were going to move on to the next villain. And that's not what happened, and that's pretty cool. He talks about how Vegeta's longevity is fantastic. He's become like an Earthling now, pretty much. Somebody who lives on Earth, which he pretty much is an Earthling. He lives on Earth in that sense, you know what I mean? He talks about how the younger voice actors think he's intimidating, but he's always trying to be polite by saying, "Hello, I'm Ryo Horikawa." And it's funny because I didn't find him intimidating at all. I mean, I was a little nervous at first when I met him, but nah, man. He dresses in like a Hawaiian shirt, real chill guy, very chill. I don't know if Nozawa was like that. So she talks about how the Dragon Ball cast gets along with the production staff. They even visited hot springs together. They sort of communicate outside the workplace, and he talks about how it's important to build a deeper bond, and that everyone's teamwork was perfect on the film, which I really love because I love when these guys get along. The Funimation cast is not that different. A lot of them are real-life friends. So next week we have the Nozawa interview. Goku will be talking to the official Dragon Ball website, and I'll be sure to cover that here on the channel if there's anything interesting that Nozawa says. So anyways, thank you guys so very much. Check out my Q&A I did earlier where I'm answering your questions about the Broly film. I did it, you'll see it pop up on your screen right now, and I will talk to y'all real soon, and we'll have a good time talking about this movie and the future of Dragon Ball, the next arc for the rest of the year and going forward. See you later.